You think you know your cat, don't you? You know their favorite napping spot, the exact sound of their purr, the way they demand breakfast at the crack of dawn. But do you know who your cat becomes the moment you close the door behind you? What secrets does your quiet, dignified companion hold when left to their own devices? The answer might not be lazy afternoons spent sunbathing. It might be a quiet, hidden anguish. This is the world of feline separation anxiety, a condition far more common than most people think. It's not about being bad or naughty. It's a genuine cry for help from a creature that has bonded to you so deeply, your absence feels like a threat to their very survival. So let's pull back the curtain on their secret life. Let's explore the 8 key signs that your beloved feline might be struggling when you're gone. The agonizing Aria. Is your cat calling for you? You head out for work, and as you close the door, you hear it. A chorus of meows that feels more like a desperate plea than a simple goodbye. If your cat transforms into a vocal superstar the moment you're gone, it might not be a rehearsal for the cat choir. Excessive meowing, yowling, or even haunting wails when you're away is a classic telltale sign of separation anxiety. Cats are masters of communication, and they use their voices to express a wide spectrum of emotions, including profound distress. If they are howling like they're auditioning for a feline opera, they could be sending out a desperate message. Where are you? I'm scared. I need you. This isn't just random noise. It's a direct expression of their panic. Pay close attention to persistent, unusual vocalizations that seem to start as you leave and cease almost magically upon your return. It's their way of screaming into the void, hoping you'll hear them. The unseen wrecking crew. Destructive behavior. You come home to find your favorite throw pillows shredded, claw marks on the door frame that weren't there this morning, or perhaps a collection of items mysteriously knocked off a shelf. Before you label your cat a tiny furry vandal, consider the motive. Destructive behavior that only happens when you're not home is a significant red flag for separation anxiety. This isn't an act of rebellion, it's an outburst of panic. A cat in the throes of anxiety may scratch at doors or windows, the very barriers that separate them from you. They might frantically claw at your furniture or shred paper, not out of malice, but as a physical outlet for their intense emotional turmoil. It's a displacement behavior, a way to cope with overwhelming feelings of fear and loneliness. They aren't trying to destroy your things, they're trying to destroy their own anxiety. And your belongings just happen to be in the way. 3. The protest potty. Inappropriate elimination. This is perhaps one of the most misunderstood and frustrating signs for cat owners. You return home to find a puddle on your bed, your laundry pile, or even your favorite pair of shoes. It's easy to jump to the conclusion that your cat is being spiteful, punishing you for leaving. But in the world of feline behavior, it's almost never about revenge. When a cat with separation anxiety eliminates outside the litter box, especially on items that smell strongly of you, it's a deeply instinctual act. They are mingling their scent with yours, creating a powerful scent soother in a desperate attempt to feel closer to you and calm their frayed nerves. Your scent represents safety and security. By depositing their scent on top of it, they are wrapping themselves in a blanket of familiar smells to cope with the terror of your absence. So before you get angry, take a deep breath and understand it's not a protest, it's a desperate plea for comfort. And this next sign is just as subtle and just as heartbreaking. 4. The anxious licker. a tale of overgrooming. Cats are famously fastidious groomers, spending a good portion of their day keeping their coats pristine. But there's a dark side to this meticulous behavior. Have you noticed your cat grooming the same spot over and over with a frantic, almost obsessive energy? Have you found patches of thin fur or even bald spots on their belly, legs, or sides? This is called psychogenic alopecia, or overgrooming due to psychological stress. Just as an anxious person might bite their nails, a cat with separation anxiety may turn to excessive grooming as a self-soothing mechanism. The repetitive act of licking releases endorphins, which provide a temporary sense of relief from their anxiety. But over time, this coping mechanism can lead to skin irritation, infections, and significant fur loss. It's a quiet, often hidden sign of their inner turmoil. Your cat isn't just cleaning themselves, they are trying to lick their fears away, one patch of fur at a time. 5. The shadow stalker, Velcro cat syndrome. Does your cat seem to be physically attached to you? Do they follow you from room to room, a tiny, furry shadow that's always underfoot? While a clingy cat can feel endearing, an extreme version of this behavior, often called Velcro cat syndrome, can be a precursor to separation anxiety. These cats need constant contact and reassurance. Their world only feels safe and complete when you are within their line of sight. Pay close attention to their behavior right before you leave. Does their clinginess intensify? Do they try to block your path to the door, jump into your suitcase as you pack, or become more demanding of attention? This isn't just them being cute, it's a rising tide of panic. They are trying to do everything in their power to prevent the impending disaster of your departure. Their hyper-attachment when you're home is the flip side of their desolation when you're gone. 6. The hunger strike, or the binge, changes in appetite. Food can be a powerful indicator of a cat's emotional state. When you're gone, does your cat's food bowl remain untouched, only for them to eat ravenously the moment you walk through the door? Or conversely, do you suspect they might be eating out of boredom or stress while you're away? A change in eating habits is a subtle but significant sign of separation anxiety. For some cats, anxiety is a powerful appetite suppressant. They are too distressed and on high alert to even think about eating. The world feels too unsafe to let their guard down for a meal. For other cats, the opposite happens. They may turn to food for comfort, engaging in what can be described as stress eating. Both of these responses, anorexia or binging, are indicators that your cat's emotional state is profoundly affecting their physical well-being. It's a silent signal that their internal equilibrium is off balance whenever they are left alone. 7. The doorway drama, anxious greetings and departures. Your comings and goings are the most stressful parts of the day for a cat with separation anxiety, and their behavior during these moments can be very revealing. We've already talked about the clinginess before you leave, but what about when you return? Does your cat greet you with an almost frantic desperation? Do they meow excessively, rub against you relentlessly, and refuse to leave your side for a long time after you get home? This might seem like a loving welcome, but an overly exuberant or anxious greeting can be a sign that your absence was incredibly stressful for them. It's as if they are saying, "You're back. I thought you were gone forever. Don't ever leave me again." Their intense greeting is a release of all the pent-up anxiety they experienced while you were away. It's not just happiness to see you, it's a wave of relief washing over them, a sign that their world is finally right again. This is a crucial clue, but our final sign is the quietest and perhaps the easiest to miss. The phantom feline, hiding and withdrawal. While some cats express their anxiety loudly, others do the complete opposite. They simply disappear. Does your cat seem to vanish the moment they sense you're preparing to leave? Do you see them slinking under the bed or into a closet as you pick up your keys or put on your shoes? This isn't just a game of hide and seek. For an anxious cat, hiding is a primary defense mechanism. When their main source of security, you, is about to disappear, their instinct is to find a small, dark, enclosed space where they can feel safe from perceived threats. They're not being aloof or antisocial. They are retreating into a defensive state to cope with the impending stress. Some owners might not even notice this behavior, assuming their cat is just napping somewhere. But this withdrawal is an active choice, a silent retreat driven by fear. It's a quiet testament to how unsettling your departure is for them. Recognizing these signs is the first, most crucial step. Your cat isn't misbehaving, they are communicating their distress in the only ways they know how. From the agonizing aria of a lonely yowl to the silent retreat into a hidden sanctuary, each behavior is a piece of a puzzle telling the story of a loving companion who simply misses you too much. Understanding is the key to compassion, and compassion is the foundation for helping them. If these signs sound achingly familiar, don't despair. You are not alone, and more importantly, your cat doesn't have to be.